can't believe it. I mean, you and then the Zeppelin and the fire. And the altar says that... Do you have any idea what all of this means? You speak! I mean, of course you speak. What am I, a blathering idiot? Wait, what did you say? Maybe I should be writing all of this down. I am at a loss here. I don't quite know what to do. I mean, you are the... Oh, of course you are. I mean, you do know who you are, right? Of course you do. What sort of brainless, half-baked question is that for what do you call yourself? Please, forgive me. I'm making a bloody mess of this whole affair. My name is Virgil, madam, and I'm new to the Panari religion, your religion, and I... Oh, wait, I hereby dedicate... commit my life to the living one. I, Virgil, am at your service, madam. Please, forgive me, I'm making a bloody mess of this whole affair. My name is Virgil, sir, and I'm new to the Panari religion, your religion, and I... Oh, wait! I, hereby dedicate... commit my life to the living one. I, Virgil, am at your service, sir. Yes, of course. You see, you're him. I mean, the reincarnation of, what's his name? I can never remember. And I'm always getting him mixed up with the other fellow, the bad one. You, well, you know how all of those old elven names sound the same. Yes, of course you're not really him, just his reincarnation. I mean, that is the case, right? I have to admit, I'm no expert in elven philosophy or prophecy. Bloody confusing, you know. All those these, thous. Not that it's not interesting. Yes, right. Just give me a moment here. You see, the Panari, that's the religion that was formed around the things that he said. I mean, that you said. Oh, forget it. Let's start at the beginning. Or this beginning, since there is a lot more that came before this. You are the reincarnation of a powerful elf who the Panari worship, and whose name is, right. Yes, the name. Wait. I remember something. It is written in the scriptures. The living one will live again on wings of fire. No, wait. I think it says, reborn on wings of fire. Oh, blood and ashes. Why do elves always have to be so damn cryptic? I don't know about the ring, but this business about the evil one returning. As I've said, I don't know a whole lot about the Panari prophecies, but I think you were supposed to return and fight someone evil. Bloody hell, I should know more of this. Blast it all! There's a damned altar around here somewhere. Look on that if you're so bloody smart. Esteemed living one, madam. Look, I'm as new to all of this as you are. I thought this was all allegorical until I saw you crawl from that flaming Zeppelin wreckage unscathed. It seems the Panari were right after all. Blast it all! There's a damned altar around here somewhere. Look on that if you're so bloody smart. Esteemed living one, sir. Look, I'm as new to all of this as you are. I thought this was all allegorical until I saw you crawl from that flaming Zeppelin wreckage unscathed. It seems the Panari were right after all. You said that, not me. Look, I'm no fanatic, but I can't deny what I've seen with my own eyes. That altar is just southeast of here. I think it might explain a few things. And if you'll just come to Shrouded Hills with me, then you can speak with the Elder Joachim. He will know everything, and then you can make your choice. The path out of here leading down to Shrouded Hills is down to the southeast. We'll stop by the Panari Shrine on the way out. See if it makes any of this any more clear. We should look for any other survivors before we leave, though. What do you think? Look, I understand this whole thing sounds ridiculous, but let me just accompany you down the mountain to Shrouded Hills. I can introduce you to my mentor, Elder Joachim. He can explain this all better than I can. I'm rather new to this whole Panari thing myself. Look, I understand this whole thing sounds ridiculous, especially with you being a gnome, but let me just accompany you down the mountain to Shrouded Hills. I can introduce you to my mentor, Elder Joachim. He can explain this all better than I can. I'm rather new to this whole Panari thing myself. Nothing. It's just that the Living One is the reincarnation of a powerful elf wizard. I can't, remember his name, but I think it's carved down on that altar. I'd have thought you'd have been an elf, or perhaps a half-elf. Look, I understand this whole thing sounds ridiculous, especially with you being human, and female besides, but let me just accompany you down the mountain to Shrouded Hills. I can introduce you to my mentor, Elder Joachim. He can explain this all better than I can. I'm rather new to this whole Panari thing myself. Look, I understand this whole thing sounds ridiculous, especially with you being human, but let me just accompany you down the mountain to Shrouded Hills. I can introduce you to my mentor, Elder Joachim. He can explain this all better than I can. I'm rather new to this whole Panari thing myself. Look, I understand this whole thing sounds ridiculous, especially with you being dwarven, but let me just accompany you down the mountain to Shrouded Hills. I can introduce you to my mentor, Elder Joachim. He can explain this all better than I can. I'm rather new to this whole Panari thing myself. Look, I understand this whole thing sounds ridiculous, especially with you being a halfling, but let me just accompany you down the mountain to Shrouded Hills. I can introduce you to my mentor, Elder Joachim. He can explain this all better than I can. I'm rather new to this whole Panari thing myself. Look, I understand this whole thing sounds ridiculous, especially with you being a half-orc, and female besides, but let me just accompany you down the mountain to Shrouded Hills. I can introduce you to my mentor, Elder Joachim. He can explain this all better than I can. I'm rather new to this whole Panari thing myself. Look, I understand this whole thing sounds ridiculous, especially with you being a half-orc, but let me just accompany you down the mountain to Shrouded Hills. I can introduce you to my mentor, Elder Joachim. He can explain this all better than I can. I'm rather new to this whole Panari thing myself. Look, I understand this whole thing sounds ridiculous, especially with you being a half-ogre, but let me just accompany you down the mountain to Shrouded Hills. I can introduce you to my mentor, Elder Joachim. He can explain this all better than I can. I'm rather new to this whole Panari thing myself. The Panari are a religion, based on the belief that you will return to destroy evil or something like that. No, wait. I think there's someone you're meant to fight. You know, that other fellow. The evil one. Oh, it's all so elven, wrapped up in fancy language and metaphors and all that. I told you I was new at this. Imagine the way I must feel. Here you are, the chosen one, living one, and I can't even remember who you're supposed to be. Please, just follow me to Shrouded Hills and we'll talk to the Elder Joachim. He's very knowledgeable about the Panari and will know much better what to do. Look, obviously we're both involved in this whether we like it or not. Please, you must trust me. I know all of this sounds ludicrous, but if you'll just speak with the Elder Joachim, I don't want to fail him. As far as I can remember, the scriptures make reference to there being something unusual or unexpected about you when you return. You're not actually him, just the, spiritual embodiment of his essence or something like that. Let's see, he was, the leader of the Elven Council during the Age of Legends. At least I think that's what it was called. He was the greatest being that ever lived, to hear Elder Joachim tell it. After seeing what I just did, I don't know what to believe anymore. Believe me, I'm no saint, friend. A week ago, I would have laughed at all of this. But now, I just don't know. Listen, madam, I may be new to the Panari, but that does not mean that this morning was my first sunrise. Are we clear on that? I can see that you're as muddled about all of this as I am, and I don't appreciate being made a fool of. Keep that up, and I'll tell you where you can stow that living one rubbish. Madam, listen, sir. I may be new to the Panari, but that doesn't mean that this morning was my first sunrise. Are we clear on that? I can see that you're as muddled about all of this as I am, and I don't appreciate being made a fool of. You keep that up, and I'll tell you where you can stow that living one rubbish. Sir? Wait! I didn't mean any disrespect. I mean, you can say whatever it is you'd like to. Ah, bloody hell! I can't act the simpering fool. Listen, I really do believe in what the Panari have to say. And I chose this life because, well, the life I had before wasn't what you'd call a noble one. You have returned to destroy evil, or, actually, I think there's someone you are meant to fight. I told you I'm new at this. I need to bring you to meet my mentor, Elder Joachim. He's down the mountain in Shrouded Hills. He can tell us what we're meant to do. Please, I need to bring you to my mentor, Elder Joachim. He's down the mountain in Shrouded Hills. He can tell us what we're meant to do. Please, find Elder Joachim in Shrouded Hills, then. I will be here meditating if you should change your mind. Well, that part is a bit blurry. Oh, blast it all, the whole bloody thing is blurry. I don't know, and that's just the way of it. Forgive my temper. I'm a bit frustrated here. Listen, let's go to Shrouded Hills and talk with the Elder Joachim. He's my teacher, and he'll be able to explain to you what's going on. By the gods! I cannot believe that the Living One has been reincarnated in the body of an imbecile. You are the reincarnation of, well, I'm not exactly sure who it was, but, you are here to save us. Yes! You have been reborn! You are a powerful elf. You, oh, bloody hell, this is ridiculous. Why did the gods return your spirit in this defective shell? If only I wasn't so new to the Panari religion. Follow me, idiot. I mean, oh, Living One. I need to take you down the mountain to Shrouded Hills to meet with the Elder Joachim. He'll know what to do with you. I apologize for any offense, Living One. Please accompany me to Shrouded Hills. Have you changed your mind? I am ready to follow you if that is my path. I can only hope that you will change your mind. I will wait here until your return. Madam, you might wish to consult your map. I believe there might be a quicker way to Shrouded Hills. Sir, you might wish to consult your map. I believe there might be a quicker way to Shrouded Hills. By the gods! This is not possible. I don't know about the ring, but this business about the Evil One returning... As I've said, I don't know a whole lot about the Panari prophecies, but I think you were supposed to return and fight someone evil. Oh, bloody hell. I should know more of this. If only Elder Joachim were here. Joachim, well, gave me a hand when I needed it. Showed me the truth of the Panari and its beliefs. He's a very wise man, and will know what needs to be done. I would like to clear up your confusion, but I am new to the Panari religion myself. I must bring you to meet my mentor, Elder Joachim. He can answer your questions. He is in Shrouded Hills, a town at the base of these mountains. Dying gnome? What are you talking about? Elder Joachim is staying at the inn next to the bank. Joachim's room is at the end of the hall on the left. What is it that you want of me? What can I answer for you? Yes, of course. What would you like me to do? I'm ready to get going when you are. I don't like leaving you alone, but I'll wait here until you return. No, I can help. You must... I see. Well, I'll wait here, meditating on the scriptures until you return. I'm so glad that you're safe. I mean, I never doubted that. Well, it's good to see you anyhow. How might I serve you? Was there anything else I can do for you? Yes, of course. It's about time. I mean, whatever you think is best. I'm here to serve, to guide you when I can. Thank Nasruddin, you're... Wait, you are Nasruddin. Oh, blast it. I'm glad you finally returned. How might I serve you? Well, I wasn't waiting here for nothing. I mean, forgive me for the outburst. Whatever your will is, I am here to serve. I would be honored to, walk again by your side. This is Shrouded Hills. There's an old Panari temple here. The Elder Joachim told me that it was once a very important place to the Panari. I don't know much else about the place beyond that. Tarant? I don't know much about the place. I don't much like cities. Always feel so crowded, hedged in. I'd rather not say any more about it, really. I don't like this place. It's filled with pirates and brigands. None of these sea dogs can be trusted, I tell you. I used to want to live here. It is meant to be a nice place, but it's too big for my tastes. I don't know much about this place except for the pits. The Durnholm pits are reputed to be the most miserable prison in Arcanum, worse even than the Isle of Despair. Are you serious? This is where the elves live? You know what that means, eh? Elven women. Oh, I've heard tales, I tell you. Ashbury. I hate towns like this. Boring, backwards people.
Not much in the way of excitement either.
Fantastic! This is Stillwater. They have that cult here, Gushana or something. They have an orgy every year and call it a religious festival. Fantastic! This is Stillwater. They have that cult here, Gushana or something. They have an orgy every year and call it a religious festival. We should go speak with some of the locals, eh? This is the Ring of Brodgar. Joachim told me that it was what the Panari originally based their religion around, but it seems to have become unimportant somehow. He was rather upset about it, as a matter of fact. Joachim's a bit of a purist, he is. I wish I could remember what its importance was. Oh, excuse me, madam. I was thinking about someone I knew that was sent here. He was killed within a week. Pains me to even think about it. This is truly a horrible fate. Oh, excuse me, sir. I was thinking about someone I knew that was sent here. He was killed within a week. It pains me to even think about it. This is truly a horrible fate. I don't know much about these mountains, but the Panari believed that this was the site where the living one would come again. There's a shrine around here explaining that much. Shrouded Hills, a small village, is just a ways down the mountain to the west of here. I think we should do two things. We should try and find the Elder Joachim, and then find out who the owner of that ring is. I suppose we should try and find this P. Schuyler and Sons in Tarrant. Perhaps they will know who the owner of the ring is. We should try and find Gilbert Bates, seeing as how that ring is his. He's fairly famous. They say he invented the steam engine, and I think he lives in Tarrant. Looks like we need to travel to the Black Mountain clan and try to find out what's going on here. Maybe we can find out where Stenner Rock Cutter escaped from and find out why everyone seems to want us dead. Well, obviously, we need to find someone insane enough to take us to the Isle of Despair. We need to locate the Black Mountain clan on the Isle of Despair, I suppose. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. I've spent my life trying to stay off that cursed island. I mean, everyone has heard how horrible it is to be sent there. Oh, nothing. You know, the stories mothers tell their children to get them to eat their vegetables and do their chores. You end up growing up fearing the place. An irrational childhood fear, really. Talking to the leader of the Wheel clan looks to be our next step. Well, this ought to be interesting, at least. They're the head clan of all the dwarves, but they've been extremely reclusive ever since us humans got the steam engine. First dwarves and now the elves. This insanity is going to drag us all over this continent. Kintara is located somewhere in the Glimmering Forest, I believe. We'll need to go to Stillwater to find someone who can give us directions to it. Now that we know the location of Kintara, we should go there as soon as possible. This could prove to be interesting. I've always wanted to see the ancestral home of the elves. It is said to be breathtakingly beautiful. We need to find out who this Renford A. Terwilliger is. His name sounds familiar, but I can't seem to place it. He did something that made him famous. Let's go to the library in Tarrant. We need to get ourselves a copy of Horror Among the Dark Elves. We need to find Caledon. I'm sorry to say I don't know where it is. Down south somewhere? Well, since this Victor Misk fellow is meant to have a copy of Horror Among the Dark Elves, we need to find him. Well, as ill-advised as it may be, it seems we need to go and speak with the Dark Elves in Senang. We need to find out all we can about this Aranax. We should go speak with that Silver Lady again. She should be able to tell us about him, or at least what we should do next. My name is Virgil, idiot, exalted living one, madam. As far as what our next step is, I believe that we should do two things. We should try to find the Elder Joachim, and then find out who the owner of that ring is. My name is Virgil, idiot, exalted living one, sir. As far as what our next step is, I believe that we should do two things. We should try to find the Elder Joachim, and then find out who the owner of that ring is. Virgil. My name is Virgil! We should try to find Gilbert Bates. Bates? Inventor of the steam engine. By the gods, you are dense! We find Bates. He lives in Tarrant. Well, as invigorating as it was, we probably shouldn't have killed that Bates fellow before we knew what we were meant to do to solve this mystery we seem to be involved in. Perhaps we should search his house for some sort of clue. Look, imbecile! The name is Virgil. As invigorating As fun as killing the doddering old fool was, now we don't know what to do next. We search Bates' house, okay? I don't even know what you just called me. All right, genius. Let's go to the Black Mountain Mines and see if we can't find out why everyone is trying to kill us. We need to... Hey, you called me Virgil. Good show! Perhaps you're wising up a bit after all. Let's go find someone insane enough to take us to the Isle of Despair. Not again. Look, madam, my name is Virgil. We need to go speak with the leader of the Wheel Clan. Let's go, genius. Not again. Look, sir, my name is Virgil. We need to go speak with the leader of the Wheel Clan. Let's go, genius. Yes, I agree. And I wish you'd stop going on about it, Magnus. I mean, these dwarves, even for the undead, they look a bit odd, misshapen or something. And the stonework in this tomb is atrocious. I'm not one to profane the dead, but I'd never claim these oddities as my lost people. Well, to be honest, I'm not at all happy with what's been happening, living one or no. I don't want to fail the Elder Joachim, but I don't know if I like the way you're doing things here. No, I won't take much more of this. I don't know. So far, I'm not too impressed. Oh, all right. You know I'm with you till the bitter end. But watch yourself from now on. You might be the living one, but that doesn't mean I won't teach you a lesson or two if I have to. Sorry to interrupt, but it seems Joachim has discovered something. These individuals seem to be part of some larger plot. A plot against you. Yes, they're the same amulets we found on the orcs in those flying machines. The orcs who shot down the IFS Zephyr. Did they somehow know you were going to be on that blimp? The Elder Joachim seems to think that they know who you are. I mean, who you really are. Yes, that fellow was awfully curious about the blimp crash and the ring. Perhaps just a little too curious. I don't think I believe his story about that fellow being his brother. I think we should heed Elder Joachim's warning and get out of this place as soon as possible. He is, well, someone who helped me out when I needed it. I met him in a small village at a Panari temple. I was, a bit down on my luck. He showed me that you don't always have to take what life gives you, that there's always a better path, and that it's always your choice to travel it. I'd rather not talk about it anymore, but Joachim is a great man, well-versed in the ways of the Panari, and also in the ways of the world. If he thinks we're in trouble, then we are. Let's get out of here and get to Tarant. Good God! What's happened here? These men, I've never seen them before. I think there's a note on the floor. Perhaps you should pick it up. What is this? It seems a strange flying device, but much smaller than the blimp. I've never seen anything like it. And isn't that an ogre among the wreckage? It seems very unlikely that an ogre would have the intelligence to fly such a complex device. I see you took that amulet he was wearing. Do you recognize that symbol on its face? Do you see that strange amulet that he's wearing? And that symbol on its face? I don't recognize it. Do you? Something isn't quite right about all of this. I don't remember the, scriptures talking about flying ogres and the like. We'd better get to Shrouded Hills and find Elder Joachim as soon as possible. Yes, whatever you say, O living one. Oh, this is unbelievable. It seems even fate is not without a sense of humor. Hold on. Do you see the amulet that he's wearing? What's that strange symbol on its face? Yes, whatever you say, O living one. This is unbelievable. It seems even fate is not without a sense of humor. At least you had the wits to notice the amulet he was wearing. Do you recognize it? Why am I not surprised? Oh well, let's be on our way. And be careful. These wolves are none too friendly. The telegram sent by Elder Joachim. I don't know what to make of it. It seems that he thinks it's very important to find out why these men are trying to kill you. Much more important than being here to protect you. It is, blast it! I'm sorry, I don't mean to get so angry. I just don't have any idea what's going on here. All I know is that Joachim showed me a better way, a new faith, and Now I'm involved in something even I don't believe. What do you think? Yes, there is a particular wisdom in your words. And crying about this prophecy gibberish isn't going to keep a knife out of your ribs. I'll shut up for a while and we'll concentrate on that ring. If we find the owner, maybe we'll find out why those bloody assassins want it so badly. All right. Listen, Tarant is a big city, and a man needs to watch what he does and who he talks to. Believe me, I know a lot about surviving in places like this. This and worse. Just keep one eye always open, and one hand always on your weapon. You can't trust strangers, and sometimes not even your friends. Well, that was another time. I know my way around. Just be on your guard and I'll be watching out for you as well. No, I don't want to talk about it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. There's so much I have to learn. Joachim says the free man is defined by what he does today. I look no more behind me. Yes, let's keep moving forward. Yes, I know. It seems I'll have to make the choices around here. Let's find the owner of that ring. Maybe then we can figure out why those bloody assassins are trying to kill you. Onward then? Just my luck. The Almighty comes back and needs a bloody nanny. Oh, that's just bloody wonderful. Then maybe I'll just go home and leave you to get your skull smashed by... Listen, I don't understand this any more than you do. Not long ago, I'd have had a good belly laugh over this whole thing. What do you think? So, you think me a religious fool? You think that all of this is just a coincidence? Perhaps a big misunderstanding? Why don't you just go ahead and tell that to the next man that comes to cut your bloody throat? Want to know what I think? I'd say there's nothing more contrived than a dead fool. Listen, I'm sorry. I have a short temper. I don't always think before I speak. I didn't mean to offend you. Please, I have a responsibility here. To Joachim. To myself. Aren't we quite a pair? The would-be elven god and his jester. I don't know which one of us is crazier. We'll probably both end up in the asylum. Might be a tad safer in any case. At least there you know who the bloody madmen are. Oh, I'm sorry, I had something to do here. I'm ready to go when you are. Nothing. This is someone I used to know. Many years ago, I just thought I should stop by and pay my respects. Lawrence was my friend. We grew up together. In Tarant, actually. Our families moved to Caledon when we were older. He died in an accident. A terrible accident. I don't want to talk about it. Please, let's just be on our way. I'll be here meditating until we can once again travel together. I'm sorry, well, forget it. Excuse me, I'll just be a moment. Perhaps another time. Please, just give me a moment. I mean no disrespect, madam, but I don't trust this bastard one bit. Bloody convenient he just happened to show up here just now, don't you think? Excuse my language, madam. I mean no disrespect, sir, but I don't trust this bastard one bit. Bloody convenient he just happened to show up here just now, don't you think? Oh, excuse my language, sir. I've dealt with buggers, individuals like this before. Perhaps you'll let me talk with him for a few minutes. Thank you, I'll take care of this. You there! What exactly are you doing up here? And what gives you the right to ask so many questions? Fine. I'm sure you know what's best to do. But be careful with him. I don't like the look in his eye. Oh, really? Listen, I came from Shrouded Hills myself. It's at least a day's journey from here. There's no way you could have traveled here that fast. I think you're lying, sir. No, I don't think you understand. I'm asking the questions here, and I don't like your answers. I'm going to ask you one more time. Why are you here? Oh, I think difficult is the best way, sir. I find that there's fewer questions afterwards. I'm ready to begin this discussion whenever you are. That was close. That man very well could have killed us both. Believe me, I've seen his kind before. It was all bluster. I'm no bloody warrior. But sometimes you have to be able to act the part. You learn such things it's just something I've learned. Fear is a powerful weapon. Something is very wrong here. I think we'd best get out of here as soon as possible. The altar should clear things up for us a bit. It says, and the spirit of Nazarene shall be reborn on wings of fire in hills shrouded in fog, and fight the last battle with the evil one. I'm sorry, but I don't know. I guess we better find out, considering you're supposed to fight him. I'm sorry. I know this is all a bit much, considering what you've just been through. Let's just get to Shrouded Hills. Yes, of course. I know you might not believe in all this, but I do. Might you show me a little more respect? Well, maybe I will, No, that's going to get us nowhere. Fine. Say whatever you'd like. I suppose you're entitled to your opinion. I'm becoming tired of healing you. What type of healing do you need now? I am finished. I will not follow you. Your self-righteousness makes me sick. I will not follow someone with such a dark soul. You are swine. There's not a chance that I would consider following you, dog. What? After all I've done for you? I'll wait, but I'm not saying how long. If that is how you feel, then so be it. You will die quickly without my help, and I will laugh about it. It is done. You cannot be serious. Do it yourself if you want it done. You'd best not hit me again, accident or not, dog. Ha! Die, you bastards! That will teach them. Are you blind? I won't travel with all these fools. You disgust me. Why would I follow you? You are much too weak for someone of my abilities to follow, worm. You can stay here and die, but I'm leaving. Get out of my way. I'll do that. What are you doing? This is our friend. I cannot believe you would have me attack such a noble creature. We must cease this at once. Sir, I demand you stop. These are my people. Stop! These are my friends you're attacking. You are becoming far too righteous for my tastes. Your evil tendencies are beginning to trouble me. I am beginning to seriously hate you, fool. You damn fool! I'm dying because of your recklessness. This is becoming a habit, it seems. Thank you for returning me to this world. Of course, you needn't even ask. Will there be anything else? If you do not wish to resurrect me, please, leave me to rest in peace. Thanks again for bringing me back. What can I do for you? This is becoming a habit, it seems. Thank you for returning me to this world.